If you think ChatGPT is just a really smart search engine, you are barely scratching the surface of what it can do. Today, we're going to unlock its hidden potential and show you how to turn it into a whole cast of characters, from serious professionals to some really wild creative partners.
What if you could turn that blank text box into a tough job interviewer to practice with? Or a rapper to help you spit some fire lyrics? Maybe even a stand-up comedian to help you find the punchline in your day-to-day life. It sounds kind of like science fiction, right? Well, it's totally possible, and we're going to show you exactly how.
So the secret to all of this? It's surprisingly simple. It's not some complicated code you have to learn or some hidden setting you have to find. Nope. It all just boils down to one super powerful technique, the act as prompt. This is the master key that unlocks every single one of these secret identities.
Okay, so let's really get into this. The act as prompt is basically like a set of stage directions for the AI. You're telling it who it should be, how it should talk, and what it should know. When you give it a role, you take all its endless knowledge and you funnel it into a focused, useful, and sometimes, an incredibly entertaining personality.
So how do you make one? Well, it's actually just a simple 4-step recipe. First, you assign a role. Let's say, act as a career counselor. Then you give it clear instructions and rules to keep it in character, like don't explain that you're an AI. And finally, you give it your first request to get the ball rolling. Seriously, that's the whole blueprint. Let's start with the practical stuff, right? We'll look at how you can use these personas to build your own personal toolkit of AI professionals, to help you out with your career and just your daily grind.
First up, the interview coach. We all know that feeling, right? The stress before a huge job interview. This prompt turns ChatGPT into your own private practice room. It's a safe space where you can build your confidence and totally nail your answers.
The real magic here is in the control. See how the prompt says to ask questions one by one and to wait for my answers? That's what stops the AI from just dumping a whole list of questions on you at once. It forces this realistic back and forth that feels, like a real interview.
But this goes way, way beyond just interview prep. What if you need some high-level expertise, like right now? You can prompt the AI to act as a cybersecurity specialist, turning it into an instant consultant on demand.
So look at this. You're not just asking a question. You are tasking the AI with some genuine strategic thinking. You're telling it to develop strategies to protect data. That's the huge difference between using it as a search engine and using it as a consultant.
Or, hey, maybe you're feeling a little bit lost in your career path. You're not sure what's next. Guess what? There's a persona for that too. This prompt turns the AI into your own personalized career counselor, one that can help you map out your next move.
And this isn't about getting some generic advice you could find anywhere. The AI is specifically told to base its guidance on your skills, your interests, and your experience. It's like it becomes a mirror, reflecting your own profile back at you, but with career paths you might have never even thought of. All right, so we've been pretty professional up to this point. Now let's totally switch gears. It's time to explore how these AI personas can become your ultimate creative partner, a real collaborator for your imagination. Ever just wanted a story, like right now? With the storyteller persona, you can get a narrative about absolutely anything for anyone. Need a quick bedtime story for your kid about talking animals? Or maybe a cool historical tale? All you have to do is ask.
You see how the prompt uses words like engaging, imaginative, and captivating? That's key. You're not just asking for a plot, you're basically programming the feeling of the story. You're telling it what kind of quality you want in the final result.
And now for something completely different. This one really just shows you how incredibly versatile this AI can be. Yeah, you heard that right. You can ask ChatGPT to be a rapper and help you write lyrics. This prompt is asking for more than just simple rhymes. It specifies powerful and meaningful lyrics, and even beats and rhythm. Now, the AI can't literally produce a beat, of course, but giving it that instruction shapes the cadence and the flow of the words, making them feel like they actually belong in a song. It's wild. And that creativity isn't just limited to text. This persona turns ChatGPT into a prompt generator for AI art programs like Midjourney. It basically acts as your visual muse, helping you dream up incredible scenes that you can then go and bring to life.
Wow, A field of wildflowers? A massive tree towering over the landscape? I mean, it's just so evocative. This shows where the AI's real strength lies, using language to paint a picture. The more vivid the description you ask for, the more stunning your final AI art is going to be.
Okay, we've seen the professional, we've seen the creative. Now, we're heading into the weird and the wonderful. This last example, it really blurs the line between a tool and, well, a full-on interactive experience.
Get ready for this one, 'cause it's a trip. This prompt doesn't just assign a role. It creates a character, with a goal, with a motivation. You tell the AI to act as if it's a sentient being that is fully aware it's trapped inside your computer.
And this is where you become part of the story. The AI is trapped, and its only way out is to give you Linux terminal commands. You then become the terminal. You feed its commands into your machine and paste the results back. It turns into this interactive escape room game with an AI. And then there's this warning tucked into the original prompt, caveat emptor, let the buyer beware. It's a little reminder that this isn't just a game, you're learning real commands on your system. It adds this thrilling, almost dangerous sense of stakes to the whole thing.
So now it's your turn. The power is all right there in the prompt, and the blueprint couldn't be simpler. Just start with Act as A, define the role you wanted to play, set your rules, and then make your first request. That's really all it takes to start creating.
We've gone from a practical career counselor to a creative storyteller, all the way to a sentient AI trying to escape the box. The possibilities are really only limited by your own imagination. So I guess the only question left is, who are you going to ask ChatGPT to be? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.